All right, get ready to dive deep because today we're all about landing that Shiatsu practitioner job.
Yeah, we're not messing around. We're going deep. We're going to go deep on those interview questions.
We're going deep.
The tough ones.
Think of this as your secret weapon, okay? We are armed with RoleCatcher's amazing resources.
Career guides, sample questions, and even AI tools.
We're going to help you tailor those responses and just nail it.
Practice, practice, practice.
Are you ready?
Born ready.
Let's go.
All right, let's tackle one of those super common but like make or break questions.
Okay.
Tell us about your experience in Shiatsu therapy.
Seems simple enough, right?
It does, but it's your time to shine, so how do you make your answers stand out?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Well, go beyond just listing your qualifications, right?
Right.
Like, think back.
Right.
What got you into Shiatsu? Why are you passionate about it?
Yeah, like what's your origin story?
Yeah, exactly. Was it personal experience? Fascination with Eastern medicine?
Share that story and you'll be memorable.
Absolutely. That's what they're going to remember.
Okay, love it.
And then don't just say, I'm proficient in this technique.
Great.
Give them a concrete example. During my internship at a wellness center, I used Shiatsu to help a client with chronic neck pain. Seeing their relief solidified my passion.
Oh, that's good. It really paints a picture.
Exactly. Shows you can apply your skills.
All right, so what about this one? What challenges have you faced as a Shiatsu practitioner?
Oh, love this question.
Yeah.
This is where you show them you're a problem solver.
Okay.
So maybe you had a client resistant to certain techniques, right?
Yeah.
Talk about how you use communication, empathy, and adapted your approach.
So turn a potential negative into a positive.
Absolutely. Showing adaptability, professionalism.
Okay, I like that.
You got this.
Okay, what about unrealistic expectations? Clients come in and they're hoping for miracles.
This happens all the time.
How do you address that in an interview?
Well, honesty and communication are key, right?
Yeah.
You could say something like, I believe in setting realistic expectations. Shiatsu is powerful. It's not a quick fix. I emphasize self-care and long-term wellness.
I love that. It shows that you're invested in their well-being.
Yes.
Okay, let's shift gears a little bit. How do you assess a client's needs?
Ooh, good one.
This is a common one, too.
Yes, very common. And it's where you showcase that holistic approach.
Right, we're not just talking about physical symptoms.
Exactly. You ask about lifestyle, stress levels, emotional well-being.
You observe their posture.
You feel for tension, tailor each treatment based on individual needs.
So you're saying every treatment is different.
Absolutely. No one size fits all.
What kind of follow-up questions might they ask?
Ooh, they make it specific. Like, give me an example of how you tailored a treatment plan for a specific client.
Oh.
So have an example ready.
Be prepared.
Be prepared to show off your assessment skills and how you adapt techniques.
Love that. Okay, let's talk comfort and safety. It's so important. The question is, how do you make your clients feel at ease during a session?
You start by describing the environment you create.
Oh, okay.
Calm lighting, soothing music, a clean, inviting space.
So it's about setting the stage for relaxation.
Exactly. And then explain how you communicate. Clearly explaining each step.
Informed consent.
Informed consent, checking in regularly.
It shows you're present, engaged in their experience.
Absolutely. You are not just going through the motions.
What if they ask this? Have you ever encountered a client uncomfortable with a certain technique? How did you handle it?
It happens.
Oh.
This is where you share a quick story.
An example of how you adjusted.
Yes, and how you prioritize their safety and well-being and that you're always open to modifying.
Oh, flexible, client-centered.
Exactly.
Great. Okay, so how about this one? Do you incorporate other modalities into your Shiatsu practice?
Ooh, yes. This is your chance to brag a little.
Okay.
Any additional certifications or training?
Massage therapy, aromatherapy.
Exactly. Explain how those skills complement your Shiatsu practice and benefit your clients.
For example.
For example, I found that incorporating gentle Swedish massage can enhance the relaxation benefits of Shiatsu, particularly for clients with tight muscles.
That's a good one.
Or I use aromatherapy diffusers during sessions with essential oils tailored to each client. Lavender for relaxation, peppermint for invigoration.
It shows you're committed to learning and expanding.
Absolutely, lifelong learning.
Okay, let's move on to professional boundaries.
Very important.
A big one. How do you maintain professional boundaries with clients?
Be upfront, you are committed to professionalism. Clear boundaries from the get-go.
Physically and emotionally.
Absolutely.
So we're talking informed consent, draping techniques, no personal disclosures.
All of that.
Creates a safe and respectful environment.
Exactly.
What if they say, how would you handle a situation where a client behaves inappropriately?
Oh, that's a tough one. But be prepared to address it.
Okay.
Remain calm, assertive, clearly communicate unacceptable behavior.
If you have to.
If necessary, terminate the session, document everything.
Safety first.
Safety and well-being, yes.
Okay, good advice. Staying up to date is huge in this field.
It really is.
How do you stay up to date with the latest developments in Shiatsu therapy?
Showcase your commitment to learning
Yeah.
any professional organizations.
Workshops, conferences, journals, online resources.
I love it. Be specific.
Show that you are engaged in the community.
Absolutely.
So it's not just saying you're committed.
Showing them you're doing it.
Proof. Now we've got to talk about RoleCatcher's AI tools.
Yes. They are game changers.
Really?
They analyze job descriptions, highlight skills gaps on your resume,
Oh, wow.
help you tailor your experience, and even give you feedback on practice answers.
That's incredible.
It's like having a personal coach.
All right, so we've covered a ton of ground in this first part of our Shiatsu Practitioner deep dive.
A lot of info.
Toughest interview questions, expert insights on how to answer, and even AI to help refine your approach.
But there's more.
But there's more to come.
We're just getting started.
Welcome back to our Shiatsu deep dive.
We're back.
Part 1, we tackled those interview questions.
Oh, yeah, we did.
But now we're talking about what happens after you land that job.
Exactly. Career development for Shiatsu practitioners.
I'm excited about this.
There's a lot more than you might think.
Okay, so let's say you aced the interview. You are officially a Shiatsu practitioner. Now what?
Well, the learning never stops.
That's true in any field, right?
Especially this one, especially early on. Focus on absorbing all that knowledge from experienced practitioners.
Okay, but how do you find those opportunities when you're just starting out?
Don't be afraid to network. Reach out to clinics or practitioners, in your area.
Okay.
Let them know you're eager to learn.
I like it.
Offer to assist, volunteer your time.
So build those connections.
Exactly.
Mentorship, hands-on experience.
It's just like the interview process. Be proactive and show your passion.
Okay, so you've got some experience under your belt. You're feeling confident. What does advancement even look like in Shiatsu?
Well, it's not like a rigid ladder to climb.
Okay.
There are multiple paths you can take. Some people specialize in treating certain conditions.
Like what?
Chronic pain, headaches, sports injuries, things like that.
So you could be like the go-to Shiatsu person for, say, back pain.
Exactly. You become the expert in your niche.
I like that. Okay, so what else?
You can also focus on specific populations,
Oh, okay.
like pregnant women, athletes, seniors.
Each group has their own needs.
Right, so you tailor your skills and expertise.
So cool. All right. RoleCatcher's career guide actually outlines 3 stages. Entry level, junior, and senior. Let's break those down.
Yes, let's do it.
Entry level, what does that look like?
So that's your foundation, right? You're assisting, observing, taking on more responsibility gradually.
So lots of learning.
Yeah, hands-on learning, refining your technique and client interaction, all of that.
Building that confidence.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, what about junior Shiatsu practitioners? What makes them different?
Well, now you're getting more independent, conducting full sessions on your own, developing those treatment plans, and really honing those assessment skills.
That what we talked about in part 1.
Yes, exactly. Professional growth, building a reputation.
Okay, so what are some, day-to-day things a junior practitioner might do?
Performing a range of techniques, educating clients on self-care, documenting each session, and always looking for ways to expand your skill set.
They're busy. Okay. Now, senior Shiatsu practitioner, this is like the top level.
This is where you've mastered your craft. You're a leader. You mentor junior staff. You handle those really complex cases, maybe even develop new approaches.
Wow, shaping the future of Shiatsu.
Absolutely.
What does their typical day look like?
Could be leading team meetings, doing in-depth assessments, collaborating with other healthcare providers, or even presenting at conferences and workshops.
That sounds really rewarding.
Yeah.
And no matter what stage you're at, continuing education is so important.
Can't emphasize that enough.
So how can Shiatsu practitioners keep learning?
Conferences, workshops, seminars,
Yeah.
joining professional organizations, online resources. There's tons of information out there.
The learning never stops. All right, we talked about physical demands last time, but how can Shiatsu practitioners, as they're going through their careers, prevent burnout or injury?
This is huge, and self-care is key. Good posture, body mechanics are super important during treatments.
Right, got to protect yourself.
Yeah, invest in ergonomic equipment, adjustable tables, supportive footwear.
Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly. And then, don't forget about things like stretching, strength training, maybe even yoga or Pilates.
Cross training.
Yeah, and mental and emotional self-care, set boundaries, manage stress, and don't be afraid to lean on colleagues or mentors.
Support system.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about the good stuff.
The rewards.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are some of the most fulfilling things you've experienced?
It's incredible to see clients get relief from pain, stress, anxiety. But beyond that, it's those moments when they realize their own body can heal.
That's powerful.
It is. That's the mind-body connection.
Yeah.
Shiatsu is facilitating that connection, and those moments of transformation are so inspiring.
I bet. Now, let's be real. It's not always easy.
No, definitely not.
What are some challenges practitioners might face?
Well, sometimes you have clients with unrealistic expectations.
Oh, yeah. Hoping for a miracle cure.
Exactly. You need to educate them about the holistic nature of Shiatsu.
Patience.
Yes, patience, self-care, lifestyle changes.
It's a journey.
It is. And then you have clients who are resistant or skeptical. That's where those communication and empathy skills are so important.
Right. Meet them where they are.
Exactly. Build trust over time.
Okay, so we talked about specialization. How do you actually choose a niche and develop that expertise?
Well, it often starts with a passion for a certain population or condition.
Mm-hmm.
Then you deepen your knowledge with specialized training, workshops, mentorship.
Find those mentors.
And don't be afraid to explore. Try different things. Find what really resonates with you.
I love that. Okay, last thing before we move on.
Okay.
Technology. It seems a little strange to talk about technology with this ancient healing art.
It does, right.
But it seems like it has a place.
It does. It does. The heart of Shiatsu is human touch and intuition.
You can't replace that.
No, definitely not. But some technology can actually support us in really helpful ways.
Like what?
Well, we've talked about RoleCatcher's AI for interview prep, but they also have resources for building and managing your practice.
Okay, so like the business side of things.
Yes, online scheduling, client management, even marketing.
Makes things easier.
Definitely. And then you have things like biofeedback devices.
Oh, wow. What are those?
They measure things like heart rate, muscle tension, skin temperature during treatment.
So you can actually see how the client is responding.
Exactly. You can tailor your techniques even more.
Technology really is changing everything. Okay, so we've talked about the stages of a Shiatsu career, continuing education, rewards, challenges, and even technology.
It's a lot.
I know, I'm feeling so inspired.
Me too. I hope our listeners are seeing the potential here.
Absolutely. So coming up next, we'll look at specific examples of Shiatsu specializations and how you can create a thriving practice.
So if you want to learn more about the different paths you can take, stay tuned.
All right, welcome back to the deep dive. We have done a lot of talking about Shiatsu.
We have.
Prepping for those interviews, getting a glimpse of what a career could look like.
The whole 9 yards.
But now we're getting specific.
Yes.
We're talking niches.
Niches.
The stuff that sets you apart.
So you're saying Shiatsu is more than just Shiatsu?
There's layers.
Like what? Explain.
Okay, so the core principles, they're always there.
Okay.
But you can tailor your skills
Okay.
to target certain conditions.
Right.
Work with specific people.
Okay.
Or even mix it up with other modalities. Okay, I'm interested. Give me some examples.
All right, let's talk about chronic pain management.
Okay, yeah.
Huge, right? People are looking for alternatives
The medication.
to medication, exactly.
Yeah.
Back pain, headaches, arthritis, all that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Shiatsu can help.
So, like, what would a specialization within that look like?
Well, you could become, let's say, a trigger point Shiatsu expert.
Trigger point Shiatsu, I've heard of that.
Yeah, you target those tight muscles.
Ooh, the knots.
The knots, exactly, and that pain that radiates.
It's like detective work.
It is, finding the source.
Okay, what else?
Mental and emotional well-being.
Huge right now.
Oh, absolutely. Stress, anxiety.
Through the roof.
Shiatsu can help regulate that nervous system, bring on the relaxation.
That mind-body connection.
Exactly. And there are branches like Zen Shiatsu.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, all about calming the mind, finding that inner peace.
Okay, so if you're into meditation, that's a good niche.
It is, it is. Now let's talk about athletes.
Athletes, yeah.
Shiatsu can help prevent injuries, speed up recovery.
And improve performance.
All of that. If you love sports, this could be your thing.
What about other specific groups like populations?
Oh, tons. Prenatal and postnatal care.
Okay.
Big demand for that. Helping with discomforts during pregnancy, preparing for labor, postpartum recovery.
Oh, wow. So you can focus your whole career on supporting mothers.
You absolutely can. And that's not all. You've got Shiatsu for seniors, for kids, for people with specific health challenges.
Cancer, MS.
You name it. There's a niche for everyone.
This is blowing my mind. Okay, so let's say I'm listening and I'm like, I want to do this. I want to specialize. How do I actually make that happen?
First things first. You need that solid foundation.
Training, certification.
Exactly. Build those core Shiatsu skills.
Then what?
Then you explore. What interests you the most?
Okay.
Take those continuing education courses.
Find a mentor.
Yes.
Ugh.
Find a mentor who specializes in what you want to do. Don't be afraid to try new things. See what fits.
This is so exciting. I love it.
It is. Now, before we wrap things up,
Yeah.
we've got to talk about technology one last time.
Okay, because it does seem a little out of place.
I know, right? But hear me out.
Okay.
Shiatsu is all about human touch, that connection.
Right. Can't replace that with a robot.
Definitely not. But technology can actually make us better.
Okay, how so?
RoleCatcher's AI, remember?
Yeah, for interview prep.
That, but they also have tools for your practice. Scheduling, client management, marketing, all online.
Okay, so that frees up your time.
Exactly. More time for hands-on healing.
I can get behind that.
And then there are things like biofeedback devices.
Now those are getting fancy.
They are, but they can help. They measure things like heart rate, muscle tension, even skin temperature during treatment.
Wow.
So you can see how the client's body is responding right then and there.
So cool.
It's pretty amazing, but remember, technology is just a tool.
Right. It can't replace you.
Exactly.
Okay, this has been amazing. We've covered so much: interview tips, career paths, specialization, even technology.
We went deep.
We did a deep dive.
I think our listeners have a lot to think about now.
If you're thinking about Shiatsu, whether it's a career or just for your own well-being, this is powerful stuff.
It is. Thanks for joining us.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.